here and sit on it.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to take that chair away. Why don't you help, Rebecca?
Okay. We're rolling.
Come on.
We're rolling.
In my life, I've met some very challenging children, but not many who can upset all the babies on the labor and delivery floor, or drive a sweet Sunday school teacher to pinch them for their orneriness. My parents termed me high maintenance early in life. I then went on to be moved away from my fellow classmates 18 times before I finished first grade. 19 years later, I no longer make babies cry, hopefully, or old ladies pinch me, and my professors didn't have to move me away from the other kids once at college. But I'm still plowing through, trying to figure out my family, my college, my boyfriend, and most of all, what God wants for my life and my future. Growing up with two little sisters that stuck closer than best friends, I never had a need for confidants, playmates, or servants. My mom has always been as progressive and creative as Martha Stewart, and my dad's so strong that he can make Mr. T look like a wimp. My sisters and I grew up dressing up in tutus, singing karaoke to Aretha Franklin, and making up games. Our games had rules, structures, a caste system that always got me in the top and in trouble for excluding other people that forced us to then make up new games that were more loving. School was always fun for me and my sisters, and our everyday ham, cheddar, and mustard sandwiches. We usually only got in trouble for too much laughter or socializing, but that was mostly me anyways. This year, I headed off to my first year at George Fox University to prove my independence and personal choices by living in the mandatory dorms, eating a mandatory meal plan, and taking all the classes that were assigned to my major with no electives. I'm a nursing major, which means that you plot to murder the people that break the curve in your classes. You live in a cadaver lab, and every test literally feels like your life is over. I survived my first year, meeting my GPA barely, running cross country, and barely ever seeing a boy in all of my girl classes. I came home and have been working full-time ever since. There's a high marriage rate at George Fox University, which has caused me to think about things I would like to prioritize while I'm young. I have plans until I'm 25, and just ideas beyond that. In the next 3 years at George Fox, I would like to participate in a sponsored missions trip to Calcutta, India, and I'd also like to work locally with an organization called the Newburgh Soup Kitchen. After I complete the nursing program, pass my bars, and hopefully get a job with a lot of work and luck, I would like to start at a large hospital where I can get lots of floor experience and hopefully become versatile in the field. But all these plans are not concrete. I want them, but I'm holding them with an open hand. I might not end up being a nurse in 20 years, and I might not be able to afford the missions trip, or I might have to start at a very small clinic where they need a nurse really bad. But I'm thankful for what has been given and what I learned from my childhood. Stick close to your family, enjoy simple or silly things like tutus and ham and cheese sandwiches, and always create games in life, or new ways to live life better. That's what you should call them when you get older. So the only difference between me now and me when I was born is that now I'll get to be the floor nurse that holds the screaming baby.